the wind direction from there. So it was a pigeon from 124 meters. When I originally felt the wind, it felt like it was coming a little bit from the right, so I dialed for wind from the right. Took a shot, missed it, and then realized the wind had actually switched and it was coming slightly from the left. So I took all the wind off that I had put on. I dialed it the other way and added for spin drift, because you have to think of spin drift and stuff at those ranges. And then put it right on him and took the shot, and it was pretty perfect. So happy with that, and there's actually more pigeons there, so I'm going to have a go again and see if I can get another one down. 131. And 131 meters, so 2 birds in a row. First one from 124, next one from 131. And there's another one there, another 2. Okay, I'm gonna have to shift my position here. Let's go right here. Hit record again. I'm going to go for the one at the top of the pole there. So that's 3 in a row. 1 from 124 meters and then 2 from 130. So clearly the gun's working. And there's another one. Okay, I'm going to take off a few clicks. There you go. Just hold a bit for the wind and it does the job. Should I go for those?
Yep.
Does someone else want to take a shot? Okay, I'm just going to put in that many. Should be enough.
You dial into, you just dial it.
Yeah, just dial to 136, and then just aim. I would aim dead on.
Yeah.
And then if it's a bit off, then you just hold from where you think the wind's coming. But I mean, just hold like this match. If it's coming from the right, hold the pigeon to the right.
Are we up?
There you go.
There we go.
Feels like the wind's coming from the left a little bit, eh? So I'd hold a pigeon to the left. Got it.
Perfect. Want to go for another one?
Another one. So keep the same hold. There you go.
Yeah.
There's another one there.
Yeah,
Go for it.
Played around and the other one there.
You got it.
Impressed. I
Nice,
am.
eh?
Impressed. I am. Wow. Amazing, eh?
Yep. And it's nice to be able to just dial.
It is awesome just to turn it to the dial and just pull the trigger.
Yeah. Saves a lot of time. Obviously, it doesn't work in all situations. Like this is set for sea level,
Yeah.
so over here it works fine. But if
go
you go up to like the Karoo,
the pressure doesn't
then you can't use the same. You got to then change. Or even if the temperature rises too much and the air density gets less,
Yeah.
then you can't use this. But it's for general stuff, like in average temperatures like this, it works.
But I mean, if you can shoot a pigeon at 136 meters like we've
Yeah.
just done now, it's
There's another one there.
really impressive. Gooi him.
Yeah. Okay.
Your turn. You're up.
Got
Got it.
something of him,
Yeah.
but still, that's like with no effort at all.
Yeah.
It just flies true and straight. Wow. Usually with that kind of distance and this kind of wind, you have to hold about 3 or 4 Mildart shooting pellets. I basically held about 1.5 now.
So Andre is one of the shooters that is out here with us. He also comes out here quite often. He's got an Impact X with a nice Vortex scope on top, so he's got a really nice setup. And Andre actually takes a lot of the pigeons that we shoot, well, all the ones that we can collect, because a lot of them are land on the roofs and stuff, but all the ones that we can find, he actually takes out to, is that a falcon place, you say?
Well, I've got two friends that's falconeers, and we donate the birds to them. And if they've got too many, they take it to a rehab center.
Okay. Yeah. So obviously, and these birds are not like dirty city birds. They're actually, if they're feeding on this feed, then they must be healthy birds as well. So
yeah, definitely.
Good food for the falcons, and it's what they naturally eat. So you can't just feed falcons anything. You got to feed them.
Yeah, they prefer.
What's the natural diet?
Us to shoot the birds on the farm, not close to the city.
Yeah. So yeah, we don't let them go to waste. I know that's one big concern that a lot of people have about these birds, is that we just shoot them and just leave them there, but we're actually doing something good with them, which is fantastic. Well, we've just had a nice little break, had some liquid to keep us hydrated, which is much needed now as it starts heating up. Back out at again, I've got my old original Impact this time. Gerard has my new Impact, and we have just spotted a whole bunch of pigeons on a wire there, so we're gonna actually go see if we can get a little bit closer to them and maybe take a few long shots again. So looking forward to it. Guns are filled up again, got air in them, so we're ready to go. So we've got pretty much a perfect setup over here, nice rest against this piece of wood over here, and all the doves lined up there perfectly. So they might fly away when we take a shot, but I think we've got a nice firing line going, so maybe we can even do a little countdown and see if we can all get one of them. Hey, should we do that?
Yeah, let's do that.
Cool.
One, two, three, shoot.
We're all bummed. Okay, now it's every man for himself. There you go. I hit one. But that countdown thing, it doesn't always work well, because you're forced to take a shot at an exact time, and it just forces you to rush it basically. So I think we all just pulled that and didn't quite work out well. But there's also a bit of a left to right wind here that blew my slug quite a bit, so that could have had an effect as well. Do you need a range? Okay. .131, up 6 mils. Okay. .131 meters. I hold just under a mil for the wind. Killed in perfectly. You can hear the thud all the way from here. So really happy. That's awesome. I must say, one thing I want to add is this scope, it only has 5 mils per revolution. So it means that I've got to do more than 1 full revolution if I go more than, more than 120 meters. Whereas that other scope, the ATAC R, I've got 10 mils per revolution, which means that gets me out to 220 meters or something on 1 revolution. So that's really helpful when you've got those scope stickers, and that's probably why I prefer the other scope to this one for long range stuff. But there's another dove there, so I'm going to try and hit it as well from the same distance. Let's see. I'm going to have the same hold. and same result. So cool, eh?
Well done.
Yes, I tell you, this gun is accurate, eh? This gun is, this was my favorite gun, yeah.
This is being loaded.
Oh.
Sweet.
Pellet drifted a bit more than I expected it to. It's just amazing, and this, I mean, the wind is blowing, hey? And I only had to hold a few centimeters off.
That
You know?
went straight down like a piece of lead.
Yeah.
That thing hard. I saw it in the scope. It just
So we've had a really good session now. We just had a snack earlier and came out for kind of like a round 2, and posted ourselves here in one of the sheds with the cattle, overlooking some cables and a lot of fence posts and stuff. And the pigeons just started coming in one by one, and we were able to pick them off one by one at distances out to, I think it was 130 meters, the furthest one. 136 meters. So, you know, anything from 60 meters to 136 meters was dead meat. And the falcons came up and cleaned after us, so it's really, really cool. We've been having a really good time, got some really good scope cam footage with 3 impacts, which is great. And we've still got a lot more work to do, so we're going to move on to another spot, change of scenery, and see what we can do. The day ends off with 2 fantastic long shots. The first one was from about 120 yards in some challenging wind, and you can see just how the slug curls in perfectly and the speed at which the feathers fly off, which really just shows how hard the wind was blowing. And then Gerard spots a dove at 137 meters, which is over 150 yards, and it's as simple as dialing the scope to 137, holding for the wind, and squeezing off the trigger.
Oh, nailed it.
So that was a super long shot. We ranged that one at 137 meters more or less. Took him straight down on that long range. So this slug is really doing the job well. So yeah, I'm speechless. Well done.
And with that, we're going to bring this video to an end, but in the next one we're going to be driving around the farm and taking out some invasive European starlings, English sparrows, and a whole lot more pigeons in and around the cattle feed. It's going to be awesome, so remember to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so, and I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.